All right, here with Tim Grove, women's basketball coach, and you guys just finished the first half of the UMAC season on Saturday, and you kick off the second trip through the UMAC tonight with Crown. 7-0, sitting on top of the conference. Just kind of talk us through the first half of the season.
Yeah, we're certainly happy with where we're at. Our goal every year is to win a conference title, and we know the important games are the ones we get at home, and that's kind of been a positive for us. Our first five of our first seven have been at home, so we took care of business there and have a lot of road trips here starting tonight at Crown on the back half. So we know we have a lot of work ahead of us, but we're certainly happy with where we're at now, being 7-0 and with a one-game lead in the conference.
With the 5 of the next 7 on the road, just kind of talk about maybe the importance of winning on the road to get that conference championship, and also what it takes to win on the road in this league.
Yeah, certainly. It's obviously all the games are important. We put extra emphasis at home because if you don't win at home, it makes things very, very difficult to win that conference title. But obviously all the games are important, home and away. And I think on the road, the thing that you really need to focus in on is you're not going to get that, for the most part, not going to get that home support, not going to get that support from fans, that little extra urge sometimes that you need. So it's got to come from the 15 players and 3 coaches that we take with us, and so you have to generate a lot of that enthusiasm on your own. So I think that's one of the main things, and we talk about is defense has to travel, defense intensity, and our work ethic has to travel. And there'll be nights that we don't shoot the ball well, but we have to be consistent with our effort and intensity.
You kind of saw that defense work for you this past weekend, especially against Northwestern. Maybe you didn't shoot the ball as well as you had in the past, but just kind of talk about what you saw from your defensive effort in that game.
Absolutely. I think it started the night before in the second half against North Central. I think we were a little bit flat coming out Friday night against North Central, and the second half of Friday night's game against North Central, I thought we really came out. Did some trapping things to try to get us going, which really helped. And then into Saturday, I just think that they knew how big that game was, how important that game was, and they want this. They want this conference title, so they're gonna do everything they can, and they just executed our scouting report very, very well. Just the effort and intensity was certainly there, and to hold a team like that to 47 points was just an outstanding effort. And certainly they didn't shoot it very well. Northwestern, I would like to think we had at least a little bit something to do with that. But certainly, they'll have another shot at us down at their place, and they'll hope for a different result. But we'll certainly bring that intensity once again and hope for the same result.
You've been able to play quite a few people this year. You've been able to get 10 deep on your team, and not only on top of that, but you're getting scoring off your bench. Especially the past few games, your bench has been scoring 20-plus points, and it's not just one person. You've got Jess Love and Jordan Halverson, Corey Becker, Maya Coombs has had a few nights. And just kind of talk about the ability to get scoring from almost anywhere and on your roster.
It's been great. If you come to a practice, you'd see 15 players getting into it and contributing and being competitive. And on game nights, we cut that down to about 10. And you hit it right on the head. We've been very fortunate to get quality play off our bench, and we don't necessarily look at it as a starting 5 and a second 5. I mean, players that come off the bench for us are good enough to start. We just think with certain matchups and whatever else that the group that we have going is probably the best for us at that time. But it's exciting. It's exciting because any night it could be somebody different. We've won games in different ways and with different people contributing. Jess Love was huge down at Bethany. We were in a little bit of a funk there offensively in the second half. She comes in, and I think she had like 12 points in 6 or 7 minutes. Corey Becker, as you mentioned, has been outstanding. Jordan Halverson has come in and gotten big buckets for us when we needed them. And we know how streaky Maya Coombs is. She can come in and knock down threes at any time. So they've been very, very vital to our success, and we certainly need that. When we play back-to-back nights in the conference like this, playing Friday, Saturdays, we need that depth, and I think that's been a huge factor in our success so far.
And the last question for you, what is it going to take, in your mind, to get another conference championship and get that goal that you talked about?
It's going to be consistency. We have to bring it every night. The league is getting better. You play a night like this with Crown, it used to be not as big a game as it is for us tonight. They've won 2 of their last 3 games, so we know that we have to bring it every single night. And so I think just developing that consistency and that mindset of each and every game is important, which we talk about, but it's another thing to go out and prove it on the floor. So I think consistency throughout the next 7 games is going to be huge, and to just be able to take that aggressiveness, that intensity, and that defensive effort on the road with us, whether we're shooting the ball well or not, we have to make sure we're defending. And if we do that, we'll see where we're at the end, but I certainly like our chances.
All right, thanks for joining us.
Thanks.